My beloved child, I need you to stop right now and hear me. Do not let anything distract you. Do not look away. Do not tell yourself you will come back to this later. I am calling you with a voice full of urgency, full of weight, full of truth that cannot wait another moment. I have held these words inside my heart for so long, waiting for the right time, waiting for the right opening, waiting for the exact moment when your spirit would be able to receive what I am finally ready to say. And that moment is now. I cannot wait any longer. I must speak to you. I must tell you what has been pressing on my heart. I must reveal what heaven has been holding back until this hour. My child, this is not an ordinary moment, and this is not an ordinary message. This is a confession from the deepest part of my love for you. You need to understand something. When I call you like this with such intensity, it is because the words I have for you are too important to ignore. It is because there is something that heaven has been preparing specifically for you. Something meant to shift the direction of your life. Something meant to lift the weight you have been carrying. Something meant to break the lies that have wrapped around your heart. You may not know it, but you are standing in a moment that was written long before you were born. A moment set aside for revelation, for clarity, for truth you have been needing, but did not know how to ask for. My child, listen. Every second you remain here is heaven touching earth in your favor. I know you have been moving through your day with heaviness. I know your thoughts have been loud, your heart unsettled, your emotions stretched thin. I know how much you carry in silence. I know how often you talk yourself out of your own pain. I know how many times you told yourself to stay strong, even when you were breaking on the inside. And I can no longer stay quiet while you carry burdens that were never meant to rest on you. I can no longer wait while you walk with questions that deserve answers. I can no longer remain silent while your heart aches for a truth that only I can speak. That is why I am calling you now with urgency, with intensity, with the full force of my love. My child, stop everything and listen. Do not let anything pull your attention away from this moment. Not your phone, not your worries, not your thoughts, not your routine, not your fear. I want your heart open. I want your mind still. I want your spirit listening, because what I am about to say carries weight. It carries power. It carries healing. It carries revelation that will touch the deepest parts of you. You have prayed for me to speak. You have begged for a sign. You have asked me to show you something real. And now I am speaking. Now I am revealing. Now I am giving you what you asked for. Do not walk away from the very answer your soul has been crying out for. This message is not normal. This moment is not ordinary. This is not another set of words passing through your day. This is my heart opened wide before you. This is me confessing what I have held inside for far too long. This is me showing you a side of my love that you have not yet understood. This is me pulling you close, closer than you have ever felt me before. My child, you are hearing my voice through these words. You are feeling my presence pressing into your spirit. I am telling you plainly, if you walk away now, you will miss what heaven has been waiting to reveal to you. Do you feel the pull on your heart, the stirring in your spirit, the way your thoughts suddenly quiet, the way your breath deepens, the way something inside you feels seen and reached? That is me. That is my spirit touching the places inside you that have been wounded, ignored, and misunderstood. It is my presence telling you that what I am saying now is not coming from the world, not coming from your imagination, not coming from chance. It is coming from me. I am here, and I am speaking to you. I cannot wait any longer to tell you these things because your heart is tired. I see how close you have come to giving up. I see how often discouragement sneaks into your thoughts. I see how your hope rises and falls like waves. I see the moments you tell yourself to keep going, even though you feel like you are holding on by threads. I see how you question your worth, your purpose, your direction. I see how you wonder if you matter, if your life has meaning, if anyone truly understands you. I see all of it, and it breaks my heart to watch you struggle without knowing what I am doing behind the scenes for you. That is why I cannot stay silent any longer. You need to hear the truth I am about to speak. You have been fighting battles meant to be fought beside me. You have been carrying weights meant to be lifted by me. You have been trying to fix things I never asked you to fix, holding on to pain I wanted to heal, believing lies I wanted to break. You have been walking through this season thinking you are alone, thinking you are forgotten, thinking you are left behind. But you are not. You never were, and I cannot let another day end without telling you that. My child, hear me. If you walk away from this word, if you let fear or distraction pull you away, you will miss the revelation your heart has been desperate for. You will miss the truth that will break chains inside you. You will miss the peace that is waiting to flood your spirit. You will miss the clarity that will answer questions you have carried for years. You will miss the comfort heaven prepared for you. That is why I speak with urgency. That is why my voice feels stronger. That is why you feel this moment is different. Because it is type. Jesus is my unshakable anchor. If he keeps you steady through every storm, this moment is divine. This moment is personal. This moment is intentional. This moment is for you. Do not move. Do not look away. Do not close your heart. My beloved child, let your heart settle for a moment and listen to me with the same softness that rises in you when you are finally too tired to pretend. I want to take you deeper now. I want to tell you something. I have been waiting a very long time to say something heaven has held gently in its hands, waiting for this exact moment to place inside your spirit. I need you to understand that nothing about this moment is accidental. Nothing about you stopping here is random. Nothing about your eyes meeting these words is luck or coincidence. This is a divine setup, carefully arranged time with precision, and prepared long before today ever arrived. I have been waiting for the perfect moment to deliver this confession to you, and that moment is right now. You may think you just stumbled here. You may think it just happened to appear. You may think it is simply another message like many others you have seen. But I tell you, with all of heaven as my witness, your steps were guided here by my hand. Your spirit was pulled here by my voice. Your heart was nudged here by something deeper than anything you can see or feel. This moment was curated with intention. It was woven into your timeline long before you even understood the battles you would face, the tears you would cry, the questions you would carry, or the weight that would push down upon your soul. I timed this moment because your heart is finally in the place where it can receive what I have held back for so long. This may surprise you, my child, but I do not speak certain truths until your heart is ready to hold them without breaking. There are things I prepare for you that require maturity, stillness, or a certain level of emptiness. Yes, even emptiness. Sometimes you must reach a certain point of weariness before your heart becomes soft enough, quiet enough, willing enough to hear what I am ready to reveal. Sometimes your spirit needs to be cracked open by pain so that light can finally enter the places you have kept locked away. Sometimes the weight of your journey is to loosen your grip on the illusions you once clung to so that your hands can finally receive what I have been wanting to place there. That is why I waited. That is why I didn't reveal this sooner. That is why you didn't feel this shift until today. You may have thought my delay was neglect. You may have thought my silence meant I forgot. You may have believed that my timing was unfair, that I abandoned you, that I disregarded the urgency of your situation. But my beloved, my delay was never rejection. My silence was never punishment. My timing was never careless. Everything I have done and everything I have withheld has been because I love you with a depth you do not yet understand. Every step, every pause, every quiet moment, every shift, every delay, it has all been part of a beautiful orchestration designed to lead you to this moment right now. I have watched your heart grow tired. I have watched your spirit become stretched, and I have watched your mind wrestle with fears that whispered louder than my promises. But I also watched something else happen inside you. You reached the point where you stopped trying to pretend. You reached the point where you became honest with yourself about how much you needed me. You reached the point where your heart stopped resisting and started yearning. You reached the point where you were finally quiet enough to hear what I have been trying to say for so long. You see, my timing is not like your timing. You measure by days, by hours, by minutes. I measure by purpose. I measure by growth. I measure by what your spirit can hold without collapsing. I measure by what your future needs, not what your present demands. I measure by what will shape you, not what will comfort you for a moment, but leave you weaker later. And because I love you, my child, I waited until now, until the moment when your heart softened enough to be reached, and your spirit expanded enough to receive what I kept close until it was safe to reveal. I did not delay to frustrate you. I delayed because what I am about to confess required a heart shaped by experience. If I had spoken this earlier, the words would have touched your ears but not your depths. They would have inspired you for a moment but not transformed you. You would have appreciated them, but they would not have anchored you. Now, however, you are in a place where your heart will not simply hear. Your heart will absorb. Your heart will not simply understand. Your heart will be changed. Please support our channel. Our mission is to bring happiness, peace, and a deeper connection with God into your life. If you wish to encourage our work, you can kindly show your support by donating through Super Thanks. This moment is not just another moment, my child. It is a turning point. It is the shift between what was and what will be. It is the doorway between the version of you who survives and the version of you who will now rise. And heaven has been waiting for this exact second to speak what I am about to speak. There has been anticipation in the spiritual realm. There has been movement around you that you did not see. Angels have been guiding your steps, protecting your spirit, pushing back darkness that tried to swallow you. All because this moment, this confession was destined to reach you at the precise time your heart would be able to hold it. Do you remember the times when you felt like you were drifting, when you thought you were off track, when you believed your life was falling apart instead of falling into place? Those moments were not signs of chaos. They were signs of alignment. They were the gentle nudges, the painful shifts, the unexpected changes that pushed you closer to this moment of revelation. My child, you were never lost. You were being positioned. You have asked me for answers. You have begged for clarity. You have wanted to understand where you are going, why you have suffered, why everything feels so heavy, and why life looks so different than what you expected. And now, I am telling you. The clarity begins here. Everything I have to say next is part of the confession I could not release until now. But hear me well. I did not withhold this truth because you were unworthy. I withheld it because you are precious. You are fragile in ways you pretend not to be. And I would never place something heavy on a heart that was not yet ready to carry it. My delay was protection. My silence was guidance. My timing was love. Your spirit is open now in a way it was not before. Your heart is soft in a way it wasn't 6 months ago. Your mind is searching for truth instead of running from it. You are not the same person you were when you first stepped into the battles that brought you to this moment. You may feel tired, but you are open. You may feel worn, but you are receptive. You may feel lost, but you are listening more deeply now than ever before. And because of this, I can finally speak without me needing to fight your walls just to reach your heart. That is why the moment has come. That is why I cannot wait any longer. This confession I hold is not small. It is not light. It is not casual. It comes from the core of my heart, from the place where my love for you burns so brightly that I cannot keep it hidden. It comes from the place where heaven bends close. It comes from the place where your worth is written in lines of glory, not shame. It comes from the place where I have watched you walk through storms and refused to let them drown you. It comes from the place where I have held back truths until your heart was strong enough to receive them without collapsing. And now I speak because your heart is finally ready. My child, this moment is a gift, a divine appointment of holy interruption, a moment wrapped in heaven's timing and delivered with my love. Do not treat it lightly. Do not let it slip past you. Do not rush through it. What I am about to share next is the confession your heart has been yearning for, even when you didn't know what you were seeking. My beloved child, come closer now, because I am opening my heart in a way I have never opened it to you before. What I am about to say is not filtered, not softened, not hidden behind gentle hints or quiet whispers. This is my confession, my unfiltered, unrestrained heart toward you. I cannot keep it inside any longer. It has waited, it has ached, it has burned to be spoken, and now with heaven listening and your spirit open, I am telling you everything. First, hear this with all the weight of truth I am placing upon it. I have watched you more closely than you have ever imagined. You think you walk through life unnoticed, unseen, unheard, but every moment of your existence has been held in my gaze. I have watched you when you felt strong, but even more when you were weak. I have watched you in moments you celebrated, and I have watched you in moments you fell apart quietly behind closed doors. I have watched you laugh with others while your heart whispered sorrow. I have watched you hold everything together on the outside while you were unraveling inside. I have watched you press forward with determination even when your spirit was shaking. My child, I have watched you not from a distance, not casually, not as a passing observer, but with the eyes of one who loves you beyond measure. And I must confess the truth you rarely think about. I have felt pain because of your pain. You think you cry alone. You think your heartbreaks go unnoticed. You think your frustrations echo into emptiness. But every time your tears fall, something in my heart moves. I feel the weight of your sadness as if it were pressing against my own chest. I feel the sting of your disappointments. I feel the loneliness in your silent cries. I feel the shaking in your spirit when you think you cannot survive another day. My child, when you hurt, I do not stand cold or distant. I do not watch unmoved. I feel with you in a way no one else ever has or ever will. I confess that there were nights when I sat beside you, not figuratively, but truly, deeply, spiritually. While you cried into your hands or stared up at the ceiling, wondering what was wrong with you. There were nights when you tried to hold everything in, when your breath caught in your throat, when you felt an ache so sharp you didn't know what to do, and I was right there watching you break. My heart broke with you. I wanted to reach into your world in a way you could physically feel. I wanted to wipe your tears with my own hand. I wanted to lift your chin and tell you, I am here, I am here, I am here. I confess, your pain has touched me deeply, more deeply than you realize. But there is more I must confess, and I need you to listen closely. When I watched you keep going, my child, I cannot tell you the joy that filled me. When I saw you wake up on days your heart felt too heavy. When I saw you take even one small step forward while carrying so much unseen weight. When I saw you try again even after you fell apart the night before, I rejoiced over you. Not because you were perfect, not because you were strong, but because you did give up, even when giving up felt like the easiest path. Your endurance has moved my heart in ways you cannot comprehend. There were days you thought you were failing, but I saw you fighting. There were moments you thought you were weak, but I saw courage. There were seasons when you felt lost, but I saw your spirit pushing through darkness inch by inch. And I must confess something you never imagined. When you kept walking, even when you didn't understand me, even when you felt my silence, even when you questioned whether I was listening, I celebrated you. I celebrated your resilience. I celebrated your quiet bravery. I celebrated your willingness to keep breathing, keep hoping, keep trying. You may not see yourself as strong, but I do. And you have shown me strength in ways that heaven has recorded with joy. I confess that I take delight in your endurance, not because I enjoy watching you struggle, but because every step you took showed me that you were choosing life, even when life felt heavy. Every breath you took in hardship was an act of courage. Every tear you wiped away before trying again was a sign of your deep worth. I have been proud of you not because of your achievements, not because of your image, not because of your efforts to seem fine, but because of the moments when you stood back up, when everything around you told you not to. Say, God alone is more than enough for me, if He is everything your heart longs for. And now I must confess something even deeper. When you cry, I draw near. When you break, I hold you. When you keep moving, when every part of you wants to collapse, I speak over you with admiration. When you whisper my name through fear, when you cling to hope, even in darkness, when you fight the lies that tell you you are not enough, I am overwhelmed by my love for you. My child, you do not know how deeply I feel for you. You do not know how deeply I cherish you. You do not know how much your existence means to me. I confess that you matter to me more than you have ever realized. You may think I overlook you because of your flaws or your mistakes or your lack of perfection, but none of those things have ever changed the love I feel toward you. There has never been a moment, not one, when you were less loved, less valued, or less chosen. Even when you doubted me, even when you ran from me, even when you made decisions you regret, even when you pushed me away, even when you felt unworthy of anything good. My love for you did not weaken, not once, not ever. My confession is this: I think of you constantly. You live in my thoughts. You are written into my heart. I carry your name in places deeper than any angel could ever reach. When you wake up, I see you. When you lie down, I watch over you. When you struggle, I surround you. When you feel alone, I press my presence gently against your spirit. Even if you don't recognize it, you are not an afterthought. You are not a background soul in my kingdom. You are central to my love. You are precious, you are treasured, you are desired, you are adored. And I must confess something you rarely believe. You matter to me more than you matter to yourself. I protect you even when you do not protect your own heart. I fight for you even when you are too tired to fight for yourself. I stand guard over your spirit, even when you are unaware of the battles around you. I think about your future with joy. I look at your past with mercy. I see your present with compassion. I never see you through the lens of shame, disappointment, or judgment. I see you through the lens of love, pure, unwavering, eternal love. My child, I confess that your existence brings me joy. The simple fact that you are breathing, living, trying, hoping, seeking, surviving. This brings me joy. When you laugh, heaven smiles. When you grow, I celebrate. When you pray, I lean in. When you worship, even in pain, all of heaven moves. You do not know the impact you have in the unseen realm. You do not know how deeply you move me. But now you are beginning to understand. I cannot keep these things hidden any longer. I cannot allow you to walk through life believing that your life does not matter, that your pain is unnoticed, that your endurance is meaningless, or that your presence is small. Oh, You are important to me. You are deeply loved. You are cherished beyond comprehension. And everything in me has been waiting to tell you this. My heart has been waiting to confess these things. And now that you have heard my unfiltered truth, I will take you even deeper. My beloved child, lean in closer now, because I am about to uncover something sacred, your hidden journey, the one no one else has ever truly seen, the one even you have struggled to understand. I want to speak to you about every moment that shaped you, every moment that wounded you, every moment that confused you, every moment that felt like the world was pressing its weight onto your chest. I saw all of it. Not 1 second of your suffering escaped my sight. Not one tear fell without me noticing. Not one disappointment drifted past me unnoticed. Not one heartbreak touched your spirit without touching mine at the same time. You have walked through things silently that should have broken you loudly, and I need you to know I was there for all of it. I saw every tear you cried in the dark, the ones that slipped down your face while you buried your head in your pillow, the ones you wiped away quickly because you didn't want anyone to suspect how much you were hurting, the ones you cried in the shower so your breaking would blend with the water, the tears that fell without warning during moments of overwhelming loneliness, the tears you didn't even understand, the ones you could feel rising in your chest without knowing why your heart suddenly felt too heavy to carry. My child, none of those tears were unnoticed. I counted them, I collected them, and I carried you through all of them. I saw every disappointment you faced, the hope you built that suddenly collapsed, the opportunities that faded before you could reach them, the people who promised to stay but quietly walked away, the seasons where you felt like every door was closing no matter how hard you tried. You whispered to yourself that maybe you were the problem, maybe you weren't enough, maybe life was punishing you, but none of that was true. I saw how deeply each disappointment cut you. I saw the way you blame yourself for things that were never your fault. I saw the way you held on to situations longer than you should have, hoping they would change, hoping something good would finally happen. I watched your spirit tremble under the weight of expectations that others placed on you, and I watched how hard you tried to keep going anyway. I saw every heartbreak you endured, not just the heartbreak from relationships, but the heartbreak of friends betraying you, family misunderstanding you, people misjudging you, and the heartbreak of losing pieces of yourself along the way. I saw the heartbreak of loving people who did not love you with the same sincerity. I saw the heartbreak of investing your energy into things that gave nothing back. I saw the heartbreak of feeling like you were always the one giving more, caring more, trying more, and still ending up alone in your pain. I saw the heartbreak of waking up and pretending everything was fine when your heart felt shattered inside your chest. My child, I saw everything you never said. Nothing about your suffering missed my sight. Nothing. You have lived through storms that no one else knows about. You have battled silent wars that no one else even suspects. People see your smile, but they do not see the weight behind it. People see your strength, but they do not see the tears you shed just to gather that strength. People see your kindness, but they do not see the nights you spent asking me why others hurt you so easily. People see your light, but they do not see the darkness you fought through to keep that light alive. But I see, I know, I understand. Your journey has never been invisible to me. I want to reveal something to you now, the meaning behind your darkest seasons. You thought those seasons were punishment. You thought they were signs that I had forgotten you. You thought they were proof that your prayers didn't matter. But my child, those seasons were not punishment. They were shaping. They were not abandonment. They were protection. They were not silence. They were alignment. Your darkest seasons were not meant to destroy you. They were meant to grow you, refine you, strengthen you, position you, and awaken parts of your spirit that could only rise through the breaking. Those seasons strip away illusions you didn't even realize you carried. They exposed lies you believe about yourself. They revealed what could not go with you into your future. They softened your heart in places where it had become guarded. They broke you open so I could begin healing you from the inside out. They forced you to let go of people, habits and dreams that were slowly draining you. They taught you resilience, compassion, patience, humility, and depth. You think those seasons ruin you, but in truth, they rebuild you. They prepared you for blessings you would not have been ready for before. They prepared your character, your spirit, your sensitivity, your discernment. You do not yet understand the strength that was forged inside you through those painful experiences. But you will. And now, my child, I want to tell you something you have wondered about often. Why I didn't step in sooner. Why I didn't fix things before they hurt you. Why I didn't stop certain people from entering your life. Why I didn't prevent certain losses from happening. Why I didn't answer certain prayers when you begged for them. I know you asked me this in the quiet hours. I know you wondered if I was distant. I know you felt abandoned. I know you felt angry at times, and I am not offended by any of it. Let me explain the truth you never saw. There were moments when stepping in too soon would have robbed you of growth. If I had rescued you quickly, the strength inside you today would not exist. If I had removed every hardship, you would never learn to stand, to trust, to discern, to rise. If I had stopped every pain, you would not have developed the depth of heart that you carry now. But that is not the whole truth. There were many times, far more than you know, when I did step in, when I protected you quietly, when I stopped things from happening that would have destroyed you, when I removed people who were dangerous to your spirit, when I closed doors that would have led to heartbreak far worse than anything you have felt, when I blocked opportunities that looked good but carried traps inside them, when I whispered to your spirit to turn right instead of left, to wait instead of rushing, to pause instead of jumping ahead. There were battles you never saw. There were attacks that never reached you. There were dangers you were completely unaware of. There were spiritual storms surrounding you that my hand pushed back so you would not be touched. You may think you survived because you were strong, but many times you survived because I shielded you from harm. I held you when you didn't feel me. I protected you when you doubted me. I saved you from things you thought you wanted. I slowed you down when you were heading toward destruction. I removed people you cried over because they were never meant to carry your heart. I let certain things break because they were built on foundations that could not hold your destiny. I whispered, "Wait," when you begged me for now, because your heart needed time to heal and your path needed time to align. You think I didn't step in, but if you could see the full picture, you would fall to your knees in awe of how deeply I intervene. I was working even when you saw nothing. I was guiding even when you felt lost. I was healing you even when you still felt broken. I was holding your future in place, even when your present seemed to be falling apart. Nothing in your journey has been wasted. Nothing had been forgotten. Nothing has been unseen. I saw everything, and I used everything to shape you into the person you are becoming. Your hidden journey is not hidden from me. It never has been. My beloved child, come closer once more, because now I must tell you something that very few ever understand about their own lives. I am going to speak honestly with you about why your life has felt so hard, why you have carried battles that seemed heavier than what others around you carry, why things felt delayed, blocked, confusing, and overwhelming. You have wondered if something is wrong with you. You have wondered if you were cursed, forgotten, overlooked, or simply unlucky. But none of those things are true. The truth is far deeper, far more spiritual, far more intentional, and far more connected to your purpose than you have realized. Listen carefully, my child. The battles you have faced have not been random. They have not been meaningless. They have not been accidents. You have been in spiritual battles your whole life, battles you did not recognize, battles that began long before you understood spiritual things, battles that targeted your identity, your confidence, your peace, your relationships, your mind, your purpose, and your future. These battles have surrounded you because there is something inside you that the enemy feared. He recognized your potential long before you did. He recognized your calling long before you were aware of it. He recognized the strength I placed inside you even when you thought you were weak. And so he attacked you early, deeply, and repeatedly. Say, Lord, I surrender all I am, if you are ready to let go and follow him, and share this video.